Good morning, Vault 76. This is the Overseer. I hope you all enjoyed the party last night, even those who may have overindulged and overslept.
What's up, guys, and thanks for tuning in to this Homeroom announcements video about what's been up with me lately, my plans for Fallout 76, and other games moving forward. I know I haven't been uploading many videos lately, so I wanted to go ahead and address that first. And in the background here, I'll be featuring video from my first foray here into Fallout 76. So as a lot of you know, I don't do YouTube full time. I would love to more than anything, but I still have a day job because YouTube doesn't pay the bills. At least not yet, it doesn't. I do get some money from YouTube, but it's not anywhere near enough to pay all my monthly expenses. Now, Patreon is starting to pick up, and it very well could be the way to overcome how little YouTube pays. You know, only the big boys on YouTube make the buku bucks, and I'm not quite there yet. Maybe when I get closer to like 300,000 subs, I can finally take that leap and leave my day job in the dust, or when I get closer to the last Patreon goal. But in the meantime, I have to keep slugging along with my day job and do YouTube at night. I mean, it's basically like working two jobs, you know? You gotta eat and sleep sometimes, right? I know it's hard to think of YouTube as a job because I really do love making videos for you guys, but it just comes down to a matter of the hours left in the day, you know? And the longer videos just take longer. For example, I'm working diligently on the final home plate tour. Now that video itself might only be 20 minutes, but don't forget all the hours that actually go into building up the place and doing all the neat tricks I want to show you and then decorating it. There's probably 20 more hours into that project already, and it's not even finished yet. By the way, it's looking stellar and I can't wait to show you, but it will take a little more time to finish it. Now, I don't get upset when you guys ask me about upcoming videos. I'm flattered, actually. I just want you to know I'm not slacking or anything. You know, the whole adulting thing just gets in the way sometimes, you know? Also, this isn't a pity party or anything. If you guys noticed, I never made a video complaining about money during that whole adpocalypse phase that YouTube went through earlier in the year. It seemed like every channel I was subscribed to made a complaint video during that time and then just begged for money on Patreon. Some channels were making one of those videos every other week, it seemed like. I never did that, you know, that's not my style. If you guys do become a Patreon, I only want you to do it because you feel like you're getting value in return, not because I'm whining about yellow dollar icons or anything. And I only bring this up to explain why some weeks my videos seem more scarce than others. No need to unsubscribe or anything, I'm still in the mix and doing the best I can. But here's my plan for December. I don't know if you guys remember or not, but back in June of 2017, I put my day job on hold for a month and posted a video nearly every day, or at least every other day. That was the launch of my no mod shop class, in fact. Well, doing that was kind of dumb because it nearly bankrupted me, but it did net me a huge boost in subscribership, and I probably wouldn't have quite reached 100,000 subs by now if I had. So I told myself if I was going to do that again, I would have to be smart about it. Well, over the last couple of weeks, I've been backlogging some videos and also saving a little bit of money by working extra day job hours so I could try the same thing next month. With Fallout 76 now in our hands, this seems like the perfect time to do it, right? So my plan for December is either to put out a video every day or every other day, you know, somewhere around 4 to 5 videos per week. Now, they're probably going to be shorter videos, of course, and they're probably going to be more of the tips and tricks variety. I decided not to do trivia walkthroughs of Fallout 76 for a few reasons. For one, I'm still not even done with my trivia walkthroughs of Fallout 4. I know, crazy, right? I just recorded the next episode last week, in fact. It's over an hour long, and it's just taking some time to edit and all that. Should be posted soon. But if I try to tackle that with Fallout 76 as well, I'm just going to overwhelm myself. At the same time I'm posting Fallout 76 tips and tricks, I'm still going to be posting videos for the Fallout 4 no mod shop class, as well as tips and tricks and trivia walkthroughs of some of my other side games, like Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Red Dead Redemption 2. Both, by the way, are just phenomenal games, guys. I highly recommend them. We got a good crop this year, no doubt. Now, I heard a lot of mixed reactions about Fallout 76 so far, but I'm going to reserve my judgments about it for now because I literally just started it as I'm recording this video. I have my concerns too, no doubt about it, but I want to give it a fair shake. Who knows, either my afterthoughts video will be confirmed or I'll be pleasantly surprised, you know? But I am going into it with fingers crossed, so we'll see. In fact, I'll probably put out an opinion video next week. But I did buy a new hard drive for just storing Fallout 76 footage. By the way, a quick thanks to my Patreons for making that possible. In the meantime, I haven't given up on all the Fallout 4 building videos I promised. I have a long list, and most of your requests are already on that list, so no worries there. I'm totally flattered when you guys turn to me for building advice. You know, that's awesome. I don't get flustered at all. I just want you guys to know that I haven't forgotten them, and they are in the works. Again, it just comes down to sort of triaging the limited hours in a day. Hopefully my plans for turbocharging December don't bankrupt me. Actually, I'll call it December Overdrive. That sounds cooler. So here are my plans for Fallout 76 specifically. From what I understand, building is very limited in the early levels of the game because of a combination of lack of resources, caps, and workshop plans. But I will be starting a new building series in Fallout 76 separate from my no-mod shop class in Fallout 4. Naturally, it would have its own playlist, you know? And in case you guys didn't read my tweet and Student Lounge post, I'm calling my Fallout 76 building series Base Camp. We know the camp system in 76 is an acronym that stands for Construction and Assembly Mobile Platform. So I started a little contest to see who can come up with the coolest acronym for base. That way it could be spelled Base Camp. Nice. Now the winner will not only get featured in a video, but will be immortalized in the channel's sidebar Shoutout Hall of Fame. So if you have a good idea, don't leave it in the comments below. I mean, leave other comments, of course, but if you have a suggestion, go to the Student Lounge, which is our nickname for the community tab. You can also get there directly by going to afterskooledclub.com. It should populate you directly to the top post there. Now read through the other suggestions so you don't copy one that's already there. I'll go by date first posted if there are duplicates and all that. Then on December 1st, I'll pick the best 5 and do a poll where you can vote on the winner. There's some really good ones already, but we'll give it a couple more weeks to see what else pops up. Now, if you don't have a good idea, that's cool. Feel free to upvote one of the suggestions already posted and help out a fellow classmate. I figured I'd call the building series Base Camp because there aren't really going to be any mods in Fallout 76 for a while, so there was no reason to call it the No Mods shop class again. That can permanently refer to my Fallout 4 building videos. That way there's sort of a distinction between the two. And in this new series, I can call you guys campers instead of class, and I can be the camp counselor instead of teach. Now I'll be doing things like showing you the most killer defense structures and wicked ways to thwart enemies, so we won't be sitting around cooking s'mores and singing Kumbaya or anything. Okay, well maybe s'mores after a hard day of building. Can't go wrong with s'mores, right? But I won't be delving into the deep dive building for 76 until a good amount of my tips and tricks videos are posted. I just wanted to give you a heads up about that. And let's face it, I didn't even launch the No Mod Shop class until almost 2 years after the game came out. I even said to myself in the early days of Fallout 4 that I wanted to wait until, I had played the game for a while, racked up some resources and all the DLC had come out. And that way I could start off, with the full repertoire and not have to go back and redo old stuff, Now that won't be the case this time, of course, but there's no rush. And I'm not in competition with other YouTubers, and I'm not going to bat an eye when others copy me. I get copied all the time. YouTube is just too big of a platform to sweat the small stuff, And there's room for all good ideas, and no one should have a monopoly on creativity. In fact, some of the best inventions in history were discovered by more than one person simultaneously, completely independently of each other. You know what I mean? Just Google the term multiple discovery for the fun fact of the day. Now, when it comes to my other games, I'm not going to lie, I do like to diversify a little bit. When I started the Skooled Zone, I never intended it to be the Fallout Zone, although that would have been a cool name actually. I love all my Fallout fans like family, and they comprise the bulk of my subscribers. And that's awesome too, because the humor and intellectualism that draws people to Fallout games are my kind of people. But I would hope you guys have an open mind to other games as well. I'm not going to suddenly start playing Fortnite or anything, but some of the historical adventure games that have come out recently, like Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Red Dead Redemption 2, are just really good games. And if you don't want to buy them, that's cool too. That's why I make trivia walkthroughs. Want to know how I originally got into YouTube? I used to watch Let's Plays of Brad of any games that were exclusive to PS4 because I had an Xbox and couldn't play them. So I got to catch up on all the games I couldn't play myself. It was awesome just watching the stories unfold like a movie, and it didn't hurt that he's a funny and positive guy like me. My favorite was his Last of Us series. That's really what triggered my whole leap into YouTube. So, if you guys can't afford some of these $70 games, check out my trivia walkthroughs. Not only do you get to watch the stories unfold on games you might not buy, but I also add fun facts and trivia pop-ups throughout the episode, so you'll get smarter too. Okay, so what are my plans for teaming up and co-op play in Fallout 76? Now, I'm going to hold off on that for the first few months until I level up and get a really good feel for the game, So I'll probably be playing a stealthy solo character for a while and just lurking and learning. If you happen upon me in the game, I don't want you to be offended in the slightest if I sort of ignore you and go about my way. If you happen upon me and I do that, just remember what I just said. It's nothing personal. I won't have my in-game mic turned on for a while because I'm probably recording footage at that moment externally for videos. so I'll be trying to avoid distractions in the shot. I'm also probably not going to do any events, and I might even look at the map and choose locations to explore that are unpopulated. I know that seems like a lonely way to go, but that's just because I'm going to be searching for the tips and tricks to show you guys to help your gameplay. Now down the road, I will start looking for ways to bring some of you guys onto my team. I may start that off as a Patreon perk actually, just to be fair to the people who are supporting the channel, you know, with their hard-earned caps, so to speak. Plus, the way I think you have to do it is by adding people as friends on your account first, and that way you can select them through the server invites. Naturally, I can't have 100,000 of you listed, so I'll come up with a system for it, but I'll eventually open it up to building classes where we can all work on a campsite together, and it may even be my first introduction to streaming, you know? We'll see how that goes, you know? Again, no rush, but I think that's going to be awesome. Well, if you made it this far, you rock. I really appreciate your support and viewership. This is going to be a great season for the channel, I can feel it. We'll see how much December breaks my bank, but I think it'll be worth it. So hit that subscribe button and get ready to round out 2018 with some serious schooling. Thanks for tuning in, guys. See you soon with more great videos and LPK. Love, peace, knowledge.